Welcome to Women in the Arena podcast, the podcast celebrating women doing extraordinary things in plain sight. I'm your host, Audra Egan, and our mission is to elevate the value, strength, and resilience each woman brings to the world. Without further delay, let's go ahead and start the show. Welcome, Arena community, and thank you so much for joining me again this week. This week, my guest is a woman with this amazing, extraordinary positive energy. It's infectious, and she has a story of overcoming grief and, in the middle of it, finding her purpose. And now she's sharing it with all of us. I hope that you enjoy getting to know her as much as I have. So I can't wait for you to meet her. So let's go ahead and start the show. Welcome in, everyone, and thank you so much for joining me again this week. This week, I am joined by a remarkable woman. I'm joined this week by Ciera Day, and she's such a wonderful example of being able to rebuild your life regardless of your circumstances. After two major losses in her life, she found herself at the absolute lowest part that she has ever been. And she somehow found the strength to pick herself up, dust herself off, find herself again, and move forward. Not only has she done that for herself, but she's teaching other women how to do the same. It is my pleasure and my honor to introduce to you Ciera Day. Ciera, thank you so much for joining me today, and welcome to the show.
Thank you so much for having me.
I am so excited to have you here because you have an amazing journey about resilience, about losing and regaining yourself, and transforming yourself from the inside out. So would you tell us where you started and why you found yourself at a really low point that you had to rebuild from?
So I'm going to start 2015. I lost my marriage, and that was a major loss for me. And I consider a marriage loss grieving. He was my best friend, just the father of my children, and I gained weight. I noticed I was gaining weight, and every day I was like, I look in the mirror and I'm like, what is going on? You're not happy. You look different. And then I lost my father of 8/18/2020. And that was devastation for me. And so I picked my pieces up. I was 228 pounds when I went to my coach who trained me, and I lost weight naturally. And I lost 83 pounds. And I just revamped my whole life. I call 8/18 the day that my vision was clear. I gained my vision.
So 8/18 is that a date?
That is the day we found my father, that he had went and gained his wings.
Oh, so your father passed away on 8/18, and that was the day that you decided to regain your life back?
That was the day that my vision, I say the day my vision, my sight was open and clear that I needed to help other people, because I had got to a point I wasn't eating, I wasn't sleeping. I just was laying in the bed, and I said, forget it. I don't care. And so one day I was laying in my bed and I heard my dad's voice. I know it may sound crazy to some people, but I heard my dad's voice say, get up. And I got up and I started the GLOW movement.
So tell me what the GLOW movement is, because I know that you're extremely passionate about the GLOW movement and helping other women that may find themselves in a similar situation as to you were, that was unhappy, overweight due to unhappiness, and completely lost, didn't even recognize themselves anymore, physically or emotionally.
Mm-hmm. So I developed GLOW Vision 818. GLOW stands for gaining to love oneself. And vision was attached on because I told you on 8/18, my vision was clear. So I developed GLOW Vision 818, which is a nutrition, fitness, and empowerment program. So I'm there to help you learn nutrition facts. I'm here if you want to work out, I'm there with you to be your accountability partner. And also, I'm a certified life coach and I can help you gain your purpose. And just being able to have someone to hold you accountable is what I think you need, because I didn't have anyone when I did this program. It was just me and the coach. But having someone to say, let's go work out today, let's go meet and walk, it helps. And making sure that person knows that even though you lost something or someone, you pick up your pieces of your life and keep moving, because you do have something to live for. You do have a why.
So this is not your first profession. What did you do before that you completely and radically shifted your life? I mean, this is very different from what you used to do.
Yes, ma'am. I was in law enforcement for over 15 years, federal, state, and local level. I have a master's of science in criminology, and I just woke up one morning and was like, I'm going to be a nutrition and fitness coach, and I am being certified for that as well. I'm in school for that right now. I have a couple more weeks left, and I'll be a certified nutrition and fitness coach. And I just wanted something different. I think I'm 35 years old. It's time for a lifestyle change. And I said, you know what? These women need me. That's what I said. I said they need someone to glow them up. That's what I always tell people. Let's glow up together. And they love it. And we work together, and I just love it. I changed my whole life. My whole life, criminal justice was in my blood. But I said I have to do something different, because losing my father, we talked about all these goals that we wanted to reach together. I'm going to reach them even though he's not here physically. He's here as my angel.
So tell me what the glow vision method is, because you said that it's naturally. So that's what you're telling me, is that it wasn't gimmicky. You didn't do you didn't do a whole 30 or no carb or low carb or anything like that, which there's nothing wrong with it if that works for you, but you're saying that it didn't work for you, so you did it naturally. So what is this method? And I mean, obviously it works. You lost a small child with 83 pounds. That's an 8-year-old. And, it's, I mean, that's pretty significant. And you did it without depriving yourself. And what impresses me the most is that it was an emotional transformation. So what is this method that you have that somehow people haven't mastered this science yet?
Okay, so my cousin, he's on Instagram, Dr. Trey Hunter. He taught me, it's called a reset. It's a physique reset. So you're going to reset your whole body, your metabolism, the way you look at food. He trained me and certified me to help women. So he taught me that I don't need food. I want food, but I don't have to have the food that's going to hurt me. So basically, I am making sure that I'm watching my portion control, serving sizes. I'm making sure to limit sugar. I don't eat carbs only because they don't do right with my body. But when you're on this movement, I'm with you 100%. I help you learn how to read labels. I'm teaching you how to eat in portion controls. I'm making sure that you learn your body so you know what works for your body. So you don't have to go buy teas or nothing against these things that I'm naming out. You don't have to buy teas or shakes or pills, but it's your body burning your body's own fat. And it's fat loss. I don't call it a weight loss program, because weight is something you can gain back. Fat is something that you can't gain back. So I'm really excited about the program and being able to help women. I have about 12 to 13 clients right now. They're losing weight just phenomenally, and it's amazing. And they just feel so great about themselves. The reviews that I'm getting, and to see their smiling faces in the morning when we do our chats, and it's just amazing to me.
So you're telling me that they're eating real food, so fruits, vegetables, bread if you want it. But you're saying that you're just changing their attitude about food?
You're changing your attitude and also how you view food. You don't have to eat all day. So I eat in limited windows. I do intermittent fasting. I do that as well. And I used to have food as my source. It was what I went to when I was depressed. Now I don't do that. So when I'm thinking about food, because don't mind you, I do think about food. I'll go read a book, or I'll go do something else that's going to help me build this brand up, or I'll go run, or I'll go walk. I'm a big fitness person. I work out 7 days a week. I love it. If I start to think about a piece of cake, let's go for a walk, Ciera. That's what I do. It helps you get your mindset focused on something else besides food. Because that's a lot of people do. They sit around and be like, what am I going to eat for lunch today? I don't do that. I carry around a lunchbox. My family laughs at me all the time. I have my snacks, I have my meals prepped, and I have my waters, I have my drinks. I have everything with me. Even when I go to restaurants, I have my own drinks. I have my own chips if I want chips. I do what's best for Ciera and her body. So that's what I do.
So you're saying that for you, you're planning ahead because that's what works for you.
Mhm.
But what I'm really interested in is like I said, what impressed me the most was how you do this transformation from the inside out. Tell me a little bit about how this is affecting some of your clients emotionally, because I
So,
think that emotional transformation is a more of a lifetime change
yes.
and not a temporary one.
So I had one client, we talk every day. And because I consider these my girls, they're my glow girls. So she told me that, Ciera, you not only help me look at food differently, I push her to work out, but she said my emotional status has changed. I smile more. I feel better when I put on clothes. I feel like a different woman. She said I'll model around clothes and I just feel different. And then I also partnered with my sister and we created Sisters, which is a boutique for plus size women. We have clothes sizes for all women, but they'll come in here and they'll model the clothes for me. And they're like, Ciera, I feel amazing. They like what they see in the mirror. One girl said, Ciera, I just walk around in my little underclothes because I feel amazing. I feel great. I've never had a slim stomach. I've never had a flat stomach. I've never looked at myself and said, oh my God, I look amazing today. And to hear that, it makes me feel like I've done my job. And for them to text me in the morning and say, Ciera, I lost another pound. Like they're like, what do I do now? I'm like, keep losing the pounds until you're finished. And we'll celebrate. We'll go have cake. If they get to their goal, I always give an incentive. One, I'm giving $50. The other girl, we're going to go get tacos. Another girl, we're going to go have Popeye's fried chicken. Because I was like, let's go have some fun because you guys have worked your hardest. You are doing this with your job and your commitment and your passion, and you're going to meet your goal. And I'll help you get to the finish line.
So tell me about the other side of this business, which you said is you have a boutique for plus size women. Why was it important for you to also have that in your business as well?
I just so it was started off as Glow 818 was my first little baby. I sold clothes out of my garage. I set it up as a boutique in my garage. So I got so busy with that I partnered with my sister and we created Sisters 818. And it's a little boutique. We love it. It's amazing. We have apparel, accessories, and more. But I did that because when I was plus size, I would go in a store and I would be like, they have nothing for me. Or one lady told me, you have to order online. So I was like, wait, I can't come in a store and get a plus size outfit. I have to go online and get it. So I told my mom one morning, I said, Mom, no, I want to have a store for women plus size to come inside of the store, grab their plus size. I don't call them plus size. I like to call them full figure clothes and come and leave to go home with them. Why do I have to buy online? And then when I get it, it doesn't fit. So I wanted to have a place where they can come in here. They feel amazing when they leave because they found something that fits their curves. And I love it. I love to see their smile and I love to see them say, Ciera, you have something that fits me perfectly and it makes me feel amazing. And I love it. And I have nothing against, everybody says, Ciera, how are you telling losing weight and then selling full figure clothes? It's two different things. I want you to be healthy. I don't care if you lose weight. I don't care about summer bodies. I want you to have a lifestyle change of health. And I want you to come in this store and I want you to feel amazing when you leave. So that was my purpose for that.
So, what I'm hearing is that your real purpose, your real goal is transformation and making sure that women feel good. So, whether it's they feel good in their own clothes
Mm-hmm.
or they feel good in their own skin, I'm pretty sure that it's the same exact spot.
Yes. And I want you to transform yourself from grief because I always tell people, everybody I talk to, I give a testimony. I could have went down a negative path, losing my husband, losing my father, but I chose to pick up my pieces and continue on because I felt like I was needed. I found a purpose. I found my purpose. I always used to ask, what's my purpose? And to hear the lady say, Ciera, thank you. I had one client that just graduated from Glow Vision Movement, and she was like, thank you. I feel like a different woman, and I feel amazing. And it's not just because she lost the pounds. It's because she feels healthy. She feels like she can run with her children now. And that right there, I was in tears, by the way, but I was like, thank you so much. Because there are days that I say, you know what, do I still want to get up and do this every morning? But I get up and do it every morning. I don't care if I have one share, one like, I don't care anything about that. If I can reach one person a day, then I've done my job for that day.
What do you do with the women that come to you that say, I'm lost and I don't know where it is that I lost myself, but I'm lost. Can you help me find myself again?
So we sit down and we always have a consultation. And the first thing I ask, what are your goals? And I don't say weight goals. What are your goals? What do you want from Ciera? And the first thing they'll say, of course, the weight loss, but they want to be happy. They want to find self. They want, because a lot of them have lost self because of weight. They can't find clothes, or one lady said that she doesn't like leaving her house or her room. But I want her to know that get up, like get up, let's go together and let's move. And she said that she's moving now. Like she told me, like the first week I saw her come out, she was in the living room and we were talking. And we've turned into great friends now. And she's my greatest motivator right now. But she came out of her room and she was smiling. She was just smiling. And I love it. Because she wasn't smiling when we first had our consultation. But she's smiling now and I love it.
What about those women? I keep thinking about these women. The woman that I was once upon a time, and it was years ago, but I was lost because I was a busy professional and I had young children and I was constantly running, but it was always running for somebody else. I never had a focus for me. As a matter of fact, I didn't have a focus for me until both of my kids went to college. And that's when I was like, that's when I made the decision that I was going to find myself. But what happens to those women that come to you and say, I've poured all of myself into everything and everybody else, and I haven't any idea what I want? And the reason why I say that there are some women out there that have no idea what they want, because I was one of those women. I was so busy filling everybody else up that I had forgotten to dream for myself. So I know you have women that come to you just like that.
Yes.
What do you do for them?
So I tell everyone, and I tell them, you have to take time for self. So every morning, everyone laughs at me because I get up every morning at 4:15 a.m. And that's my time before I have to wake my children. You don't have to get up at 4:15 a.m., but take time for self. I don't care if it's 30 minutes, an hour. If you want to put your kids to bed early and take a bubble bath, do it. But take that time for yourself, because if you keep pouring out to other people and you don't pour into self, you're going to burn out. So that time every morning is Ciera's time. I tell my children to sleep. I read, I study, I work out, I pray, I meditate. I get myself ready to be able to go out and empower these women. Because if I'm not positive for these women, what am I here for?
I mean, that's true, because you have to be your best self so you can teach them how to be their best selves.
100%. 100%. So always take time for self, guys. Like, I don't care what it is. If it's your children at school and you're at home working, take your lunch break and let that be your time. Like, read, invest in self. That was one of I have my Facebook post every day. Invest in self. Take time for self so you do not burn out. So you can be there for your family, for your friends, for your businesses, for work, for school. Just remember to think about self too, as well as think about others.
So what is the greatest surprise that you have gotten out of this entire experience? I mean, it's amazing that you found yourself and you lost weight and you found your purpose. But what else have you discovered that you never expected?
That I would be talking in front of people because I'm the quiet one in my family. But I'm actually just, when I get on the videos and I do my lives and things, I don't feel scared. And I think that's because my dad's spirit came, with me. Like, he's with me all the time. But the last conversation we had before he passed was, Ciera, I want you to do what's in your heart. He was like, you're not happy at your current job. I want you to do what's in your heart. And I want you to do what you're passionate about. Because he was there along the journey for part of it. And every day he would tell me, sweetie, he calls me sweetie. He said, you're doing amazing. He said, you're going to help people. You're going to help women lose weight. You're going to help women gain their self. My dad was my biggest motivator. Him and my mom are my biggest cheerleaders. And they just pushed me. And then also hearing the reviews. Like, I have friends on Instagram, Ciera, you're doing amazing. Like, I watch your videos. I listen. When you told, one girl told me I was going to go back and go to sleep and not work out. And then I heard your voice say, get up and go work out. So I went and worked out. And I was like, oh my God. I was like, okay. So if I change that one life, I feel good going to bed at night that I changed one life. So that I always tell people, join the movement. When I see anybody, join this movement. Let's go walking. Let's go work out. Let's go eat good. Let's go have fun. And I'll tell them that all the time. I'm about you gaining yourself, because you have to pour into others. If you're not, it's not going to work. You have to be strong for self, and then you can help others.
Well, if there's women out there going, you know what, this sounds pretty awesome. I don't know how to get started, but maybe I want to. So how would they just join the movement? Even if they just wanted to just peek and maybe just check it out, how would they join the Glow movement?
So when to join the Glow movement, I am on Instagram, and my Instagram handle is at CLDay85. And also I have a webpage, which is www.glowvision0818.com. It has my whole story, my whole bio. I have a blog as well. And I'm basically talking about grief and how to come back from it. Pick up your pieces is my line. But the line that I always say in my videos is be blessed and a blessing, because you have to bless people. You have to be a blessing to others to be blessed. And I always say that every time I do a video, it's be blessed and a blessing. So reach out to me on Instagram, CLDay85. Hit me up on my webpage. It has my email. You can chat with me. We can have a conversation. And just have fun, guys. Join this movement and let's make women feel amazing. And if you're a man that needs some grief help, reach out as well.
How often do you do lives so people can see you in person and pick up on your energy and because not everybody gets the advantage that I do, that I actually get to see you and meet you and understand your amazing energy. But I know that you do lives. How often do you do them, and where can we find you when you do your live events?
Okay. So Facebook is my name, Ciera Day, CIERADAY. I'm on there. And then I have a Glow group. So it's Glow Vision 818, and it's a group. You can just Google it. Facebook search it and it'll come up, and I'll add you to the group. But I normally do lives, especially on Wednesdays and on Fridays, because I'm handing out new challenges that I do every week for fitness and nutrition. And then on Wednesdays, I have Glow Vision Woman of the Week. So I pick a woman that's amazing and I give them some love.
Well, who doesn't want that? I mean, who doesn't need a little extra love?
I love it. So instead of Woman Crush Wednesday, I do Glow Vision Woman of the Week. So we want to make sure women know they're loved and appreciated. And I love it. And I love how the women smile. That makes me feel good. When I see them smile, it makes me smile.
Well, that's because you found your purpose. Your purpose is to serve others. Clearly, is to serve others. Ciera, I appreciate you so much for sharing your story, sharing your mission in life, and being an encourager for others, even those that haven't met you yet. I know that there are women out there going, if she can do it, I can do it. And believe me, you can. You absolutely can. So I want to give you an opportunity to leave the audience with one final thought. What would you like to say to the audience?
To all the wonderful women in the world, and Miss Audra for having me, thank you. I want to say that no matter how life looks, the dark, remember there's light, and also pick up your pieces, because you have great things to do. You're amazing. And I don't care if you lost your husband or a family member or your marriage or a job that you loved or a pet, anything. Remember that person is your angel. They're there. And remember to go down a positive road of grief. Turn that into a positive, live for them, and make them feel proud. And bless others. I always tell them, bless others. That's all you can do in life. Don't always think about self. Think about self sometimes, but sometimes you just put on earth to make people smile. And sometimes that's all it takes is a smile, and it can turn someone's whole day around. So guys, remember, pick up your pieces, keep moving. Yes, I'm still grieving. I will not say that the grieving process is done, but I've picked up my pieces and I'm living for my dad, and I'm making him proud. So I know he's up there smiling at me. And so, guys, remember, pick up your pieces.
Ciera, thank you for reminding us to do that. Thank you for being such a huge cheerleader and advocate for all women everywhere and being such a light in this world. I encourage all of you to go and check out her pages because she is just lovely and wonderful and has the greatest smile that will immediately make you feel better about yourself because she's truly smiling for you. So please, I encourage you all to go and check her out. Ciera, once again, thank you so much for being here. I can't tell you how much I appreciate you sharing this part of you with us.
Thank you. Be blessed and a blessing.
Yes, be blessed and a blessing. Thank you all again for joining us this week, and we'll check you out next time. And that's a wrap. Thank you so much for being here this week. I want to say sincerely thank you to all of you for your support and your continued encouragement as we continue on this journey that I never expected. The reality is that I can't do this without you, and I wouldn't want to. I do this because I want to make us all better. I want to create a community where we feel heard, where we feel supported, and we are celebrated. And we are doing that every single day, and it's just getting better. And I want to hear from all of you. So please connect with me. And you can connect with me on any one of our social pages. And you can reach me at Audra, which is AUDRA, at womeninthearena.net. Please send me whatever you need. If you need help, if you need resources, if you want to make a referral, I want to know. So please connect with me because I can't wait to talk to you. Thank you again for being here and your support. And I can't wait to do it again next week. So we'll see you again next time.
This is just the beginning.
That's our show. I am so grateful for each and every one of you and your unwavering support and your continued belief in this movement that has become much bigger than me, much bigger than just a podcast. It has become this forward momentum that we are all doing together. If you are ready, or you know somebody that is ready to tell your story and share your value with the world, please connect with me. You can reach me at Audra at womeninthearena.net. I am so honored and thankful that you will share your story with me, and I'll make sure that it is well taken care of. I will never stop thanking each and every one of you, and I cannot wait to talk to you again next week as we share another woman's story and we celebrate her doing extraordinary things in plain sight. We'll see you next time.
This is just the beginning.